The partial agreements are as follows. As I said, paternity is already established. Now we know for both children, parties will be joint managing conservators, with mom being the primary conservator. There will not be a residency restriction. Dad lives out of state. The parties do agree to standard visitation for parties who reside 100 or more miles apart. And then I'm going to take testimony about current support, retroactive support, and possibly non-disclosure. And then I would ask the court to make a ruling on court costs once the hearing is complete.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let me start with Mr. Burns. Sir, state your name for the record, please. Your full name.
Eric Burns.
And did you hear the agreements that I read into the record just now, not including anything about support?
Yes.
And do you agree to at least those terms?
Yes.
Okay. As it relates to current child support, so this is child support going forward, not retroactive. Tell the court where it is that you work.
Liberty Still.
What's your job title there?
Labor.
And have you maintained the same job title since you have been working with this employer?
Yes. Yes.
When did you start working with this employer? What month and year?
I believe in 2023, February.
All right. And has your rate of pay, or let me rephrase. What has your rate of pay been since you started with this employer?
Hourly.
And what is the hourly amount, or what have been the hourly amounts?
When I first started or right now?
When you first started, sure.
I was 19 and galvanized.
And
Sorry,
what was
19,
your,
hold on, 19 what?
$19.
how long did you work in the position where you were at a $19 an hour rate?
I believe a year and a half.
And what was your
Something.
job title then?
I would say labor.
Okay. And what did your rate of pay change to after that period of time?
I went to Rod Mill, 25.
And have there been any other changes in your rate of pay since the $25 an hour rate?
It go up and down because it depends. But right now, I'm in the butter yard, so it's 25.
Okay. What are you asking child support be calculated? What are you asking the child support figure to be based on as far as your rate of pay?
I made $25 an hour.
Is that what you're asking it be based on?
Yes, that's what it should be based on.
Okay. What union dues do you pay, if any?
I pay every week union dues. I'm not really sure because I look at my paycheck. I'm not really sure. I never really look at it. I just know that they take it out. That's all I was concerned about. I know they take it out. I don't really know. I never really look, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you.
And what state are you working in?
Illinois.
What state income tax does that state have, if any?
I got no clue.
Okay. Do you know if the state has state income tax?
No, I mean state income tax. I know it's not
tax return.
I know it's not like Texas.
Do you file an Illinois tax return in addition to the federal tax return every year or no?
I don't think I do it. I just file my taxes. That's all I do.
Okay.
All right.
No, I do follow, I think, a state tax too. I think I do follow something like that.
All right,
That
if I said that the state income tax was 4.95%, would that sound about right?
you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
I don't know. I guess
What do you get a check stub from your job?
yes.
What does the check stub show as your rate of pay?
It say $35. I don't know why they say that though, but it say $35. Yeah, rate pay 35.
And why are you confused as to the check stub listing $35 as your rate of pay?
Okay, I talked to my supervisor. I talked to the HR. They was like, that's my vacation pay. That's how they do it. Like some people chase pay say $50, and they don't make that. So I guess it's based on your overtime you did last year. And I guess that's how they say that's how they base it on.
And what information or proof did you bring today to show that your rate of pay is $25 an hour as opposed to $35 an hour?
I mean, I've been calling the HR. He been running me around. I called him up. He said that he gonna have her print out for me, email it to me. I've been calling them, and I began to
Let's do
run around.
this. Hold on. So, Miss Mason, did you see the pay stub?
I did.
Okay, but I don't have it in evidence. So, can you calculate what it says his income is? When you divide it out, does it come to 35?
Very close to it, yes. If I used a year to date on his
I mean,
most,
just this one pay stub. I'm checking about how many hours it says he works on that one pay stub and divide it out. If it's less than, if it's no overtime, what does it come out to? Or does it have overtime?
what I did was used his year to date and
No, I'm
divided.
asking you to calculate the one pay stub.
I
So
don't
I'm
know
trying
if
to find out if that amount, what is the pay stub? What period is it for? And if it's, Dad, how often do you get paid?
Every week.
Okay, so if it's more than 40, then we might have overtime. But if it's the pay stub is 40 hours, then we should be able to divide it and see what the hourly rate is.
No, the current stub is 56. This is the latest stub from 12/7/2025. 56 hours at a rate of pay. It shows $35.62 essentially.
So 56 hours. Did you work overtime during that period?
You talk to me? Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. So if you divide the number of hours by the total, does it come out to 35 or less or more?
Divide the number of hours by,
No, the amount of the check pre-taxes and stuff.
uh, actually, Judge, he worked it has regular hours and earnings at $56 and overtime hours at 16. So it's a total of 72 hours for this check, which is just for 1 week. I mean, so if I just divide the earnings just for this week, if I'm looking at this correctly, by 72 hours, it's $22.98.
Okay, so it's less than 25 an hour.
Well, at 72 hours.
So, Dad, do you know how many hours you worked during this pay
No,
period?
I worked at 56. My hours is 40, so the 16 is 56. It's not no 72. Because if I work 40, then that 16 would be 56. It's not 72.
Okay, well,
But
I don't have any exhibits, so I can't help you. I can't look at anything because I
but
don't have anything.
she got my
Oh,
baby mama sent her a pay stub that said I got 40 hours. If she look at that and that 35, it's not gonna add up. It'll be
okay.
way more than $800 with just 40 hours. It was it
So,
was $800 and something
so it's 40 hours plus 16 hours overtime.
plus 16, and that's 56.
Okay, so what does 56 come out per hour?
The check stub shows 72, so I'm not sure why I would be calculating it at 56.
72.
Well, if it's 72, then his
Oh, you
pay
said
is
72.
less than $25 an hour, including overtime pay. So that doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry, it
Ju-
do say 72.
Okay, hold on, Dad, stop. So then, I mean, the only thing I could do is do it at $25 an hour if I don't have anything showing otherwise.
I mean, is the court willing to hear how the state went about making the calculations?
Well, but I can't see anything, counsel. I don't have anything to look at. So you could tell me, so go ahead.
There's a year-to-date number on this check, and it's the latest check. And if I divide that number, that year-to-date number, using 40 hours, let me check it real quick.
It's overtime, so that wouldn't work. 40 hours wouldn't work.
Okay, well, you want me to continue with the testimony?
So what's the state? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so sir, how many other children, minor children, do you have?
Just 2.
And what access to health insurance do you have?
I got do my job.
Okay, and at what cost is that?
I don't even look at it. I just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Let me rephrase. Do you have availability? What availability for insurance do you have for the children?
Um, if I had a social security card, I could put them on mine. I'm pretty sure I could put them on mine. I talked to
And
the HR people, but I don't know their social security number.
how much would it cost to add 2 children to your employer insurance?
I never really asked them because I ain't had the social security number, so I never got the details. I didn't ask them for the details because I didn't. It was no purpose if I can't get the social security number.
What are you asking the court to order today as far as health insurance coverage, that it be covered by you or some other source?
I mean, I'm just trying to come out with the cheapest result. So with everyone the cheapest result, that's what I'll go by.
All right, as it relates to retroactive child support, how much money, or let me start back up a little bit. When did you and mom, what month and year did you and mom officially separate?
Um, I think it, I think I told you June 23, I believe.
Okay. How much money do you think you've given mom since June of 2023?
I forgot when I had my kids for the summer, I still was sending her $1,000 a month, even when I had
What
my kids. So that's like a hard number. I can't. I mean, I can say what I think, but I don't know if that's because I didn't add it up. So I can say, cause I told you could be 7, but it could be 9,000. Or I know until I add it up and go to my bank and add all it up, it could be 9,000 plus
All
that
right.
$3 plus that car notes he was taking. So I don't really know it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mr. Burns. So let's break some of that down. What were you giving mom money for?
Oh, for the kids. Some months I get here 2,000. One month I get here 2,100. But for the kids,
And in what method were you giving her that money?
I was selling to her.
And you mentioned something just now about a car payment. Was there what was the arrangement, if any, with some sort of payment for a car?
But we had a verbal arrangement that if I send her the money, she'll pay on it, as long as I keep sending it to her, that she would pay on it. And when I got laid off, I was still sending her money what I can. I can't send you that money what I was sending you when I was working, but I try my best to send you what I can. So that's what I was doing the whole time.
Who was driving the car that you were sending payments to mom for?
At first he had it, so she was driving it, and then when I got it back, I was driving it.
When did you start driving it? What month and year?
I say in 24, she came down here because it took her some time, but she came down here, I think I can't really say, like in June, July.
Okay,
Yep,
is that your answer?
June, July. That's what I could, it's an average, yes.
June or July of 2024?
2024.
And were you continuing to send mom payments to pay for the car, even once you regain possession of it?
Oh yeah, yeah, I can send it to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are you asking the court to consider those payments toward any sort of retroactive balance that might be granted?
No, because I still had the truck though. So not at that point, no. I was sending her money for the truck and the kids though too. But no, not at that point, no.
All right, how much is the truck payment?
Now that's $1,000.70.
And how many months was mom driving the truck when you were sending those payments to her?
I say about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Because I finally told her like, man, like I need it. So I'm not gonna keep sending them no paper. And then yeah, she came down here with it. I bought her airplane tickets to fly her back to Dallas, her and the kids. Yeah.
Okay. What are you and mom doing for what's the is there any visitation agreement right now?
Well, she just came down here with the kids, and she let me see them. I bought them a couple of things. So she come down here, she let me see them.
And have you expended any costs to travel to Texas to see the children since you and mom have broken up?
Well, right now, you know what I'm saying, that I'm on probation, so I can leave if I tell my probation officer, but I didn't know what I'm saying. I've been working so much that nope, nope.
No, thank you. All right.
Sorry about that.
I'm not sure if I asked this. I'm just going to go back to the income question real quick. How many hours do you work typically a week right now?
It's been 40 because it's been hard to
And
get overtime. Super hard.
okay, how often are you receiving overtime?
Um, this week and my last week been the only weeks because people call off because of snow. But it was for that I wouldn't get no overtime
And these have been the only weeks you've worked overtime since when?
since it been about 2 months. I should say about 2 or 3 months.
And at what rate of pay is the overtime?
It depends because I'm in the booty yard now, so that's my permanent job. So 25 plus and a half, 25. So that's like 25 plus 13, I guess, or yeah, 25 plus probably 12 something.
Okay.
Either 12 something or 13 or 13.
All right. The state will pass this witness
Okay.
and call Miss Britton. Ma'am, say your full name, please.
Katara Brittany.
And did you hear the agreements that I read into the record earlier?
Yes.
And do you agree to at least those portions of the order?
The visitation. Is that what you're referring to?
The visitation, joint managing conservatorship, geographic restriction.
Yes, that portion I did. I agree.
Okay. As it relates to the child support, how much do you believe Mr. Burns is earning an hour at his job?
I am going off the check stubs, which is it states 3561
And how do you know what's on the check stub?
because I provided a copy, which he emailed me.
Okay. When did he email you that copy?
Um, if I go back, I think it was in September
Of what year?
um, of 2025, this year.
All right, so you are not in agreement to child support being based off of $25 an hour, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
As it relates to retroactive child support, what are you asking in the way of retroactive child support?
I'm asking it to be based off of the year that we broke up, which would be June of 2023.
From then until now.
Yes, ma'am.
How much would you say the other party has provided you in support since June of 2023?
I would say about 6,000 because there was a period of time when he was in jail and I had to pay the car note. So there was money that he had to pay me back. So being fair, I would say about 6,000.
And when Mr. Burns sent you car payments, what did you do with those payments when he sent them to you?
I was paying the car note up until he stopped sending support for the children because of a disagreement of us being together.
And what did you do with the money that he was sending for the car note once you all had that disagreement?
I used it to take care of my children.
And are these children, are you referring to the children between yourself and Mr. Burns?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times do you think you used that 1,070 to take care of the children's needs instead of
It
paying
was
the car note?
it was 3 times.
Okay. And what month and year, what period were you using the vehicle that Mr. Burns testified regarding earlier?
I wasn't using it. I have my own vehicle. It was parked here. I just brought it when it was convenient for me to bring it because I was working 2 jobs.
Okay, so that your testimony is that you did not use that car at all for your
No,
own
it was
personal.
parked. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I really wished I told him he could come and get it. He didn't want to, so
How are the children covered for medical?
they were on Medicaid. Because of my work schedule, I have not been able to recertify. I'm hoping to recertify this weekend. I just have a lot because I'm a single parent and I'm
When
working full time and going to school.
when did the Medicaid end?
I believe it was last month. I think that's what the letter said.
And what are you asking the court to order for health insurance coverage moving forward?
Um, if he is going to be responsible for the medical, I would like for them to be covered full 100%. But I mean, because of the fact that he can sometimes be immature about things, I feel like it should be a standard agreement. If he can't agree to that, then I don't know.
What access do you have through your employment to put the children on insurance that way?
It is available. Uh,
How much is it for the health insurance and the dental insurance if you were to add the two children?
I think if I was to add the 2 children, I think it would be like 300 a month, about 300 a month.
And what issue would you have covering the children on your insurance?
Um, I wouldn't have an issue. I mean, that would just be something I would have to take out of what he gives me. Um, but because of my income bracket, they would qualify for Medicaid or his. So,
Okay. Okay. The state will pass this witness as well.
Okay. Mom, do you believe that you'll qualify if you recertify with the government health plan?
yes, ma'am, I do. I'm
Oh,
sure. I do
okay.
this for a living. I'm a medical
Okay.
coder.
Okay. So, Miss Mason, what do you have on that pay stub for a year to date income total?
$50,072.14.
And what did, how many weeks do you know? How many weeks that covers?
I calculated either 36 weeks because dad believes he started after a layoff, and that would have been in April.
So he came back to work April of 25.
Right.
Okay, so 36 weeks. Dad, does that sound right that you came back April of and 2025?
Yeah, I think it was April.
Okay. And so did you get 1390 a week?
You talking to me?
No, Miss Mason, hold on. Just
$13.90 for the monthly child support.
no, 1390 income per week. Or do you have a month?
You're right. I didn't calculate a weekly number. I have a monthly number that includes.
So how did you come up with the monthly from the 5072? I mean, $52,072. How did you come up with a monthly?
I did. I took that number and divided it by the 36 weeks, if that's what I said, 36.
That's where I came up with the 1390
Oh, well,
a week.
after that, I multiplied it by 52 and then divided that by 12 to get a gross. And that's what I worked with once I got the gross. And that gross
Okay.
was
Hold on just a second. So if I do 1390 times 52 by 12. So did you get 6,000 about?
6,027.20.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and if you use that and use the income tax and the union dues, and and a reimbursement on a government health plan of $200, what do you get for child support?
$1,108. And let me just double check it.
Okay.
720, 200. Okay, yes.
Okay.
11.
Dad, do you have any children other than these two that are under 18?
No, that's them too.
Okay. And so Miss Mason, you gave Dad credit for 200 reimbursed to the state for medical plan and union dues and state income tax to come up with this 1108. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then what would the drop down be?
$887.
887.
Yes.
Okay. And then regarding the retroactive amount, what's the state calculated,
So,
if any?
the amount, this is after configuring periods of or calculating periods of unemployment because dad said he was laid off several times.
Yeah.
This is using the $19 an hour a week that dad testified to earlier, where at that time he believed he was working about 56 hours a week. And then using the current, well, I guess I'd have to change that based on the numbers that the court just provided.
Well, with your original numbers, what did you come up with for a
Was
total?
16,970. That included those calculations. I used what I had as the current support for April until December of
Mhm.
2025, and that is subtracting $6,000 that mom was giving credit for. And it also subtracted $1,070 times three. Because mom did state, as she testified to earlier, that there were some times where she used that money that dad sent for the car payment as support for the kids. So I included that in the math.
And then that's how you got the 16,970.
Right. Again, it doesn't use the child support amounts that we just spoke about.
Yeah.
For 2025 anyway.
Okay. Okay. So Dad, regarding the retroactive support, I understand that Mom was saying that you maybe paid 6,000. You said you felt it was more like 9,000. What amount, if any, do you believe that you should pay in retroactive support, if any?
But just I always take care of my kids, so I still was getting her money when I was paying on my truck. So and then I just bought them 4 pair of shoes. I didn't even add that to it. I bought my daughter 4 pair of shoes, my son
So
4
no,
pair of
I'm
shoes.
asking you for a number, Dad. If you think
So
you owe any, what number or none?
I mean, really, I don't think I owe none.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just getting everybody's opinion on this, okay?
And I got the proof I was doing it.
Well, Dad, that's what we do. I'm going to accept and approve the portions of the agreement that you guys have agreed to, which will be joint managing conservators. Mom will be the primary with no residency restriction. Dad to have visitation for parties that live over 100 miles from each other. Dad to pay child support of $1,108 beginning January 1st, 2026. Mom to apply for a government health plan. Dad to reimburse the state $200 a month beginning January 1st, 2026. Dad to pay retroactive support in the amount of $9,972 to be paid back at $40 a month beginning January 1st, 2026. I'm sorry, this drop down from when there's only one child would be $887. No non-disclosure. Dad to pay court costs within 1 year if billed by Kaufman County. Miss Mason, anything else on this one?
I don't think so, Judge.
Okay, Mom, Dad, I'm going to ask Miss Mason to draft up the order and send it to me. Once I sign off on it, the Attorney General's office will send you both a copy. You're both free to go for today. Just hit that button that says leave or leave meeting. Thank you both.